videos where I'm going to demonstrate two of the most relevant reports in the EMSI Analyst set of reports to help curriculum managers to use EMSI data as part of the curriculum planning and design process. So in this video, we're going to look at the course area snapshot, and that's going to allow us to explore the relationship between the supply of courses and skills by the college with the demand in a particular skill area. So let's have a look at course area snapshot. And just to mention that when you log into EMSI Analyst, your screen might look a little bit different than the screen I landed on, because we've got different levels of permissions, but you will be able to find the course area snapshot. So the first thing we have to do is to select a curriculum data set. Now, normally we would go for Lincoln College 1819, which is all three campuses. But I'm going to tailor my search to look for Hair and Beauty in Gainsborough, just as an example to show you how it can be narrowed down. So I'm picking the Gainsborough 1920 data set, which is our courses and our achievements. And then it wants us to select a course area, and I don't know the course area, so I'm going to click on Browse, and I'm going to type in Hair and Beauty, and I can find a set of course areas that matches that. So those are going to be the ones that I'm going to select. And now I need to select an area in which to search. And the best way I've found of doing this is to go from radius from address. So I'm going to type in Acton Street, Gainsborough, which is where I know the college is located. And that will enable me to home in on Gainsborough. And it's picked all the areas in Lincolnshire within 60 miles, which I think is a bit big. And you can play about with this to pick the right area. But I'm going to go 10 miles out. And then I need to change this little drop down here from contains regions centroid to contains part of region. I'm going to go from unitary authorities to local authorities. And it's picked 4. Now, knowing the Gainsborough area as I do, I think the Doncaster one might be a little bit of a stretch for a commute. I also think the North Lincolnshire one might be out of range. And then I'm left with West Lindsey and Bassett Law districts, which looks pretty good. And it's showing you the areas it will search over. So let's select those areas and then run the report. So the key thing that this report is going to give me is the difference between the supply of education and the demand of the employers. So I can start to see the number of jobs that have been created from 2020 onwards. I can see that in Gainsborough, we have delivered 0 completions in Hair and Beauty, but there have been 20 annual openings in the area that we selected. So that indicates that there might be a market opportunity there if we were using this data to drive that kind of a decision. Then we can see the regional trends in jobs, which have bounced up and down a bit over the years, and that's because we're looking at quite small numbers. And it shows the data shown to expects it to tail, to level, and to rise gently over the next few years. So then we're looking at the industries employing these occupations, which is of less interest, actually. The key thing to take from this report is that if I was interested in whether there is a gap in the market for hairdressers and beauticians in Gainsborough with 0 completions and 20 openings, the answer based on the data is yes. So we're going to end this video here, and in the next video we'll look at the job posting analytics, which is the next report I'd use to get a bit more information. Thank you for listening.